Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone. Welcome back, everyone. Today we've got front row access to the Meltdown Festival that is woke culture in action. Watch as self-proclaimed experts, virtue signalers, and protest warriors run headfirst into facts they can't handle. First up, watch this protest that proves the signs are louder than the brains behind them.
If you could eliminate one thing from the world, what would you eliminate?
Narcissists?
Toxic feminism.
We the top 10, UGK the major, when I play it don't stop here. Traffic lights, we going, know the time.
The old man out there shouting against Charlie Kirk, but has no clue who Charlie Kirk even is. You can almost hear the gears grinding while he tries to remember the homework he never did. It's the kind of protest where confusion shows up early and logic never arrives. Here's a prime example of woke confidence crashing spectacularly.
Everyone knows you.
Everyone knows me?
They know who you are. They know what you do.
The girl comes in full throttle, preaching about listening to minorities and educating the masses like she's delivering the State of the Union. Then one simple question hits, and suddenly her brain goes on vacation. She's frozen, looking around like someone will save her, while her fellows enjoy the meltdown. Next up, we've got a protester who showed up ready to speak truth to power, but forgot to bring the truth part.
Why are you protesting?
How much time do you have?
A couple minutes. And what's the main reason you're out here protesting President Trump?
I don't agree with a lot of the decisions that are being made.
Is there any decision in particular you disagree with?
Okay, so I would start with, well, I don't even think it's appropriate for me to have this interview.
She's holding a sign, shouting slogans, and then boom, the microphone turns into her worst nightmare. One simple question, and suddenly it's buffering in real life. The silence hits harder than logic, and by the end, even she knows the protest signs have more substance than her argument. Then, we got a woke meltdown in full rainbow mode that turned a pride festival into a full-on circus.
The Bible says in John 3:16, you can't get physical with me. Hey. You can't take our stuff. Hey, this is assault, man.
You're going to hell, even you, baby.
Take your hands off, man.
You get your ass kicked.
What you're doing is illegal right now.
I don't give a shit.
Go.
Can you please back off? Take your hands off me, bro.
Get your hand off her. You need
I'm
to
defending myself from this being on. Jesus,
You're such a fucking loser!
I don't know if you've been church hurt.
that I've heard this?
I don't think you've actually heard the truth. God loves you. He cares about you. That's why I'm here.
Human race traitor!
Where is hate coming from?
You!
Jesus Christ, he cares about you all. And he took the punishment for our sin.
Yeah, he took the punishment from
Yeah. He would definitely see. Stop throwing water on me.
Let's see if that protects you now.
And I told you if you did that, what would I do?
Take your hands off. Hey.
Everyone is flailing with rainbow fans, yelling random threats, and performing accidental gymnastics to the preacher. And the whole scene becomes a masterclass in how chaos, bad logic, and overacting make a very entertaining mess. Hold on to your signs because this protest star thinks shouting and abusing older men counts as activism.
Don't touch me. 30 years, read it.
That's right.
3 more years, young lady.
That's right.
And you can't
What
do
that
shit.
says? What that says?
You can't do shit. How many people did Obama detain? How many people did Obama detain? A lot,
Exactly.
but you only care about Trump, right? Were you out here when Obama detained 3 million people? Did you come out here when Obama
What citizen has been deported? What U.S. citizen has been deported?
So many of them.
Give me one.
Why do I have to name names?
Because you don't know what the fuck. Thank you. You don't know. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Touch me. Don't touch me. You see? There you go. The range liberal. Ah!
An older man calmly calls out, 4 more years, young lady, while another off-camera agrees. She flails, shouts, and acts defiant, but when asked to name a single detained citizen, she freezes and admits she doesn't know, exposing the weak logic behind her protest. Next up, Candace Owens walks into a college debate and leaves with another flawless victory for common sense.
I will educate myself on the trans Native Americans that were running around America. We know that Native Americans were incredibly spiritual. There's no question about that.
Which spiritual? You believe in God?
I do believe in God. Yes.
So
That doesn't make me believe in trans people. That doesn't make me believe that you can switch your parts. I don't believe they were performing surgeries. And you can let me know the
there
wrong
were people
body.
that felt that they didn't belong in the binary genders that we have.
Okay, so you're talking about somebody in the history of Native American history had a feeling that they were, and now you're saying that they're trans.
I'm just saying, I don't think you're really addressing what I'm asking. I'm saying that
I think I've addressed it like 20 times. And you're just not wanting to hear it because you want to believe that there were trans Native Americans that were chopping off their genitals. They weren't. This is very common when people take drugs, which the Native Americans did. But again, they weren't chopping their off. So no, this is a different thing that we're dealing with here. Next question.
A student tries to lecture her on trans Native Americans, but the argument collapses faster than a hashtag trend. Candace keeps her cool while the student confuses spirituality with surgery. The crowd laughs, the logic lands, and once again, feelings take the punch while facts walk away untouched. Now check this out. We've got a woke feminist who thought she had biology figured out.
If a man can impregnate multiple women a day, why would women consider themselves the creators of life?
I guess because in the end, they're the only ones who can bring about life.
Well, a man can repopulate an island full of women. Can a woman repopulate an island full of men?
No.
So don't men create more life?
They do.
The girl strolls in with a smile, ready to school everyone on how women are the creators of life. Then comes the curveball question, and suddenly her so-called logic evaporates. One tiny word, no, and her confident reasoning collapses, leaving her awkward grin. This time, again, a woke girl thinking she's the authority on biology while holding a microphone.
I'm here studying biology, and so we've learned a lot about genetic mutations and disorders and such, and there actually are hermaphrodite human beings where they have both ovaries and testicles. It's actually a medical condition called ovotesticular disorder, and while it may seem rare, there are hundreds of thousands of people born with this each year. I'm just wondering how that would play into your view of there being a spectrum of gender, because
these are people who can get pregnant and also impregnate someone else?
Yes. Hermaphrodites, they have both ovaries and testicles.
That actually has nothing to do with transgenderism, because when when we talk about transgender, we're talking specifically about intersex, then we would just say intersex. But with transgender, most of the time, we're talking about men who, they don't have any deformity. They are just straight up men, clearly, and they are identifying as a woman. So even if I agreed that what you're talking about is some sort of exception, that actually would have nothing to do with the transgender topic.
She starts rattling off facts about hermaphrodites and genetic mutations, acting like she just solved the mystery of gender. Then, one simple clarification hits, and suddenly her whole expertise collapses. She flails, trying to make exceptions sound like rules, while her logic evaporates right in front of the audience. Here's a moment where woke policies get called out and can't wiggle free.
Whose 15-year-old daughter was in a bathroom by a boy wearing girls' clothes, and the Loudoun County School Board covered it up because it would have interfered with their transgender policy during Pride Month. And that man, Scott Smith, because he went to a school board and tried to defend his daughter's rights, was condemned internationally. Do you apologize to Scott Smith and his 15-year-old daughter, Judge?
Anyone whose child was raped is the most horrific crime I can imagine, and is certainly entitled and protected by the First Amendment to protest to their school board about that.
But he was cited by the School Board Association as a domestic terrorist, which we now know that letter and those reports are the basis for your judgment. This is
that's wrong.
Shame. Judge, it's a shame. This testimony, your directive, your performance is shameful.
That's not.
Thank God you are not on the Supreme Court. You should resign in disgrace, Judge.
Senator Tom Cotton asks Garland a straight question. The most horrific crime. He answers, yeah, no kidding, genius. Maybe try doing something about it instead of reading off a sympathy cue card. Cotton keeps pressing, and Garland's face says it all. He knows he's cornered, and it is like watching a bureaucrat realize that buzzwords collapse the second real accountability shows up. And here we have a classic moment where woke confidence meets actual comprehension.
And let me tell you something as a black woman. I do not need a white man to tell me that my life matters. You hear what I'm saying? I know that I'm fabulous. I know that my life matters. You don't have the right to tell me my life matters. I don't need your privilege to tell me or to justify who I am in America. This is my country. This is my land. My ancestors built this country. So I'm going to walk around here as bold as I want to. And I don't have to have you to co-sign and tell me my life matters. That right there insinuates that you think your voice is bigger and better than mine. Yes, it does. You can disagree. You can disagree. But you are supporting an organization that does not like black men. And as a black woman, I can tell you how important black men are to the black family. Without them, we are nothing. So when you support an organization that doesn't push them up the way we need them to be, you ain't shit. And you can take that from Miss Michelle and post it wherever you like.
Shamika Michelle struts in, declaring she doesn't need anyone's validation, while the young man with the BLM sign just stands there, like his brain hit pause. She tears apart the very organization she supposedly supports, lectures on black men, and ends with a mic-dropping finale. Now, here is a clip where a couple accidentally turn a casual interview into a total roast of woke culture.
If you could eliminate one thing from the world, what would you eliminate?
Narcissists?
Toxic feminism.
The girl kicks things off strong, saying she'd eliminate narcissists, already a solid hit on woke victimhood culture. But then the guy next to her casually drops toxic feminism, and it's game over for the woke agenda. This time, we got another masterclass in yelling your way into irrelevance.
Need to respect women, period.
So you should respect women.
I'm sorry, I am a woman, so if you don't think so, I don't really have time for this. And I don't have time.
My mistake.
You're going to let me speak because here's my truth. I've been raped 4 times. I've known women that have been raped multiple times gruesomely. And how sit up here and try to say that women aren't worth respect.
Say that.
I am a woman. I just became a woman. It's just like, are you kidding me? People don't even respect me, period. And I'm already black, so it's just like, yeah, that already goes against me anyways. But still, you piece of living garbage, trash gum on the bottom of my shoe. Oh my God, I wish I had a tissue for the blood. I would.
Might I suggest it's your behavior, not because you're black or a woman.
I'm sorry. Can I stop here? Can I stop here, please?
The protester storms up, waving her hands like she's auditioning for a Broadway role, screaming about respect, trauma, and identity like volume equals logic. Crowder, cool as a cucumber, sits back, nods, and calmly points out it's her behavior, not her gender or race. That's the problem. Get ready to witness Karen Shaw, the self-proclaimed peace marshal, in full professional protest mode.
Right now, I'm representing myself, and I'm representing the folks at Rise and Resist who have been trained to be marshals.
How much do they pay you to wear this vest?
Absolutely nothing.
Really? So I did some digging, and the woman trying to stop my interview is named Karen Shaw. She is a professional protester. I found her at almost 100 different protests. Let's look at her portfolio, shall we? Here's her outside Trump Tower saying TikTok time's up. Here's her saying ban guns, not drag. Amazing. This is her telling us that lies have consequences. She is also very passionate about abortion. Even in the video right now, she's just wearing a hat that says abortion on it. Sometimes she gets less creative though and just holds a sign that says enough. Now here I found her working with a different professional protester that I've exposed. This is Stuart Waldman. He was there when they raised the Palestinian flag over City Hall in Rhode Island.
Everyone knows you.
Everyone knows me?
They know who you are. They know what you do.
I know what you do as well, Stuart Waldman. You are on the board of RiseAndResist.org, the company that is paying people like Karen for a second job as a professional protester. And the donation link to give you money is just Act Blue, which is the fundraising platform for the Democrat Party. That's who you are, Stuart Waldman. Now back to Karen. I found her with another professional protester that I've exposed. This was back at the Tesla protest. This is just a few photos of this other professional protester out of maybe 50 that I found.
She proudly claims she's not paid, yet somehow manages to show up at every protest from gun bans to Trump rants like it's her full-time job. Then comes the real MVP, the guy who actually does his homework and exposes her entire activist resume. Turns out spontaneous protest is just another day at the office for Karen. Finally, here is peak woke confusion as a young guy in the audience thinks he just cracked the code of history by asking, "Why don't you think we deserve reparation?"
Like, why don't you think we deserve reparations? I mean, you did get a check for a racist act back when you were in high school.
Okay, so first off, these are two different points. I do not think that we deserve reparations for slavery. I was never a slave in this country, and I think that the idea, if you think that you're going to get more than $200 from the government, okay, this entire debate is just it's a
He throws it at Candace Owens like he's some intellectual hero, while she sits there effortlessly dismantling his logic. Owens points out that she was never a slave and hints that anyone expecting hundreds of dollars from the government clearly missed reality class.
Democrats seek reparations. National apology for slavery. We are moving closer. You know what I think about reparations? I don't really think it's about the money. It's about continuing the victimhood within black people. I'm convinced that the Democrats are set on continuing to hold black people down. I was listening to a clip from T.I. and another rapper, and this is what they said, and I don't know why black people agree with them, but it was the dumbest thing ever. They go, T.I., the rapper T.I., go look him up. Go look at one of his songs, look at the lyrics, and it'll put what I'm saying in the context. And it was another rapper, I forget who it was, and they get on here, and they say, see, they don't want a black man to speak truth. If we ain't talking about killing each other, they don't want a black man. It's like, wait a minute. Quit saying they. White folks ain't worried about you. You don't want to say the right thing. You don't want to do right by black people. Y'all the ones rapping about selling dope and killing and stealing and thugging. What you mean the white man? The white man just paying you to do what you want to do. Then if the white man wouldn't let you rap about killing and stealing and thugging, you'll be saying the white man is suppressing your freedom of speech. These black men that are adults, they got money. They're still mentally immature. It's bizarre to me how a black man can look in the mirror and look at himself and say, I'm.
Then Brandon Tatum takes over, calmly pointing out that reparations are really about keeping people in victim mode. He highlights the absurdity of blaming others for choices you literally make yourself, all while staying composed, rifle in hand, letting the nonsense self-destruct on its own. And there you have it, folks. A full parade of meltdown moments where yelling, hashtags, and virtue signals collide spectacularly with reality. Woke protesters may bring the noise, but common sense keeps the mic and the victory. Like, share, and subscribe for more.